Alright, hey Mr. Hartman.
Hey.
Working with Elliot here at the oil spill station of Camp Twin Rocks, and we're teaching kids about oil spills and what they can do to save the environment.
Caring, doing, and sharing.
Yeah, we care about the environment and kids.
And we have friends
we got
here.
Nice kids.
Yeah.
You don't get an oil spill on, but hopefully protecting it. And yeah, we're also going to teach them.
Love the earth.
Yep, love the earth. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Alright,
Thanks,
so
guys.
we'll see you guys later. And come follow us to our project. We'll show you what we're going to do. Alrighty.
Good.
Alright, guys.
Awesome. I love this station. Love you too.
Welcome to the oil spill station.
We need you all right here. Right here. Awesome. Good. Way to go.
I was mugged by a hobo.
Okay, rough, man. Everybody sit
Alright.
down.
Today you guys will be learning about oil spills.
Oil spills.
You're the worst group that somebody's ever had.
Alright,
Well, you're not the
try
worst group that I've ever had thus far, so you're doing good. Yes.
What was that password? Wasn't it Gulf of Mexico or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was BP.
We'll get into that. Okay.
Yeah, so what do you guys know?
Yeah, so what do you guys, okay, so oil spills. How much do you guys think we use, how much do you guys think the U.S. uses of oil, how many gallons each day?
Millions.
What he said, millions of gallons.
I need a number. It's a specific
6 billion gallons.
6 billion.
1 billion.
Alright. Those are good guesses.
500 gallons.
Alright.
Okay.
It's 700 million gallons of oil every day.
700 million. Every day.
Yep, in the world, we use nearly about 3 billion gallons each day. And so, yeah, so do you guys know what we use the oil for, all this oil for?
Cars.
Yeah, cars, other things.
For light? Isn't it for light? Anything you guys use?
Okay, so
Cooking? Here we do.
Yep.
Cooking is something that travels like a lot of miles. Our clothes use oil.
No, not my grandpa's meat.
We also use it for asphalt to pave roads.
He
Yes.
He killed cows.
Okay, well, he kills cows.
Then he killed
Okay, so we also use it for asphalt to pave roads. We make plastics such as, you know, like our iPods, whenever we listen to our iPods, CD players. Yeah, every time you're listening to your music, you are supporting the oil companies. Other things we use.
We should go kick the head of BP.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later.
So we make medicines, ink, fertilizers, pesticides, paints, varnishes, and electricity. Now, Elliot here will talk about one of the biggest oil spills that have happened in the past.
Okay, so how many of you guys put on the Exxon Valdez? Yes? Yeah.
Up in Alaska.
Up in Alaska. Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else? Yeah? Gulf of Mexico. That was last year. We're talking about Alaska. This kid's right, but good guess. That was a big oil spill that actually was bigger than the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, Exxon Valdez was compared to this.
Yeah, the Exxon Valdez happened before we were born, and it was the biggest oil spill that ever happened in the United States until last year in the Gulf. So that was a big deal that the Gulf made history by being the biggest oil spill ever. And the day that happened, everyone was like, oh my god.
It's not good history.
That happened because the pipes broke in the Gulf. And we'll talk about that later, actually. Yes.
Some oil spills are caused by these ships that like sail them across and like it can like crash into things.
Yeah.
It can overflow and then it will.
Yeah, so the Exxon Valdez, that's what happened. The ship ran out on ground and it broke open and all this oil spilled out. And so that was 11 million gallons. So I know you guys can't quite picture 11 million gallons. That's like filling your school gym at Rosemont 9 times with oil. So like you're playing, oh my gosh, there we go. You're playing basketball at your school gym, oil is everywhere times 9, that much oil. Yes. It was like
autopilot malfunction.
Yeah, because this guy fell asleep and didn't tell the other guy what to do, so the guy didn't go the right way and the oil spilled. That's human carelessness.
So it's all that about that night.
One reason.
Alright,
Those are the company that made him stay up. Okay, so other reasons that we have oil spills. Anybody can think of any, like the Gulf?
The pipe blew up.
A pipe blew up?
Plane crashes that have oil.
Plane crashes that has oil, yeah.
We have really small oil spills too, because like planes.
Yeah? Anybody else?
Well, sometimes it doesn't always happen in the ocean. So that sometimes when I go to gas stations, there's always all.
Yes. Yeah, very good point. Even like in your driveway sometimes. So if your car's leaking oil, that's a bad thing. You want to fix it. Okay, so Also, anything else that's not human related that could cause an oil spill.
It's like an
Think
oil.
real hard. That's
There's
human.
like oil in like oil machines can be like
Machines. Okay.
drilling and then
Company.
oil.
What are things that like upset the earth?
Oil
Volcanoes.
Volcanoes could erupt and it could break in
Tornadoes.
oil.
Factories.
And then the oil hose goes everywhere.
And then the oil goes everywhere.
Tornado.
Hurricanes. Yes. Okay. So.
Alright, so now we're going to talk about what happens after the oil hits water. So once oil hits water, you guys know what ends up happening to the oil?
It separates.
Yeah, it separates because oil and water don't mix. Yep, goes to the top. The denser oil will sink, but oil floats in salt water and usually on fresh water, unless it's denser than the fresh water. So once it hits water, it forms a thin layer called an oil slick, and once it keeps thinning out, it will make an oil sheen. And what those are, if you guys have ever seen on parking lots, those little rainbow colored circles. Yeah, those are oil sheens. Yeah. And that happens after a little bit of oil leaks and it spreads out. It looks like a rainbow.
Why don't they just burn it?
We'll just wait, we'll get into that. Depending on the circumstances, oil spills can be super harmful to marine birds and mammals. Talking about the sea otter, a sea otter has 1 million hairs per square inch, and that has 2 layers of hairs. And what this does is it keeps the otter warm. So if you clog that with oil, then it gets too warm and it overheats and it kills itself because it gets too hot. It just overheats. Obviously, birds clean themselves, and once their feathers get oil on it, they clump up and they weigh the bird down, and when it tries cleaning itself, it will digest some of that oil and thus poisoning itself.
Yes.
I heard that, I think it was the Gulf of Mexico oil spill, that fish turned belly up and they were so many that everywhere because the oil killed them all and they were everywhere.
Yeah, because if you ingest oil, you pretty much die.
It was
really bad.
Okay, so taking care of an oil spill, there's many ways to take care of an oil spill, but you can never actually get all the oil out. You can just make it a little bit better. Some of the methods that are used are booms, which are when oil tanker is leaking, such as a boat. Its barrels are going into the water, so booms are floating barriers to the oil, and they help contain the oil into one spot. They also have skimmers, which are boats that will skim. Exactly. Sorbents, which are basically big sponges used to absorb oil.
They're sorbents.
Another way is chemical dispersants and biological agents that will break down the oil into lesser harmful substances. In situ burning, which they'll actually...
Which we mentioned over here.
They'll do a controlled burn of the oil that's on top, hopefully not getting it out of control. And then obviously once the oil hits the beaches, that becomes a problem. So they'll look at, they'll try to clean it the most they can. They'll look at the wildlife that was there last on the beach to find the least harmful way to clean the beach. Ways to do it, vacuum trucks, hoses, high pressure, low pressures, and then just normal ordinary shovels of people trying to clean. So depending on what method is just based on what kind of animals are there. There's a lot of different ways to do it.
Okay, we got 2 comments.
None of them are the same. Yeah.
3. Yes.
Okay, so the oil does not only affect the animals but us too, because once it drifts to the shore, I once read this newspaper article that this little girl was playing and she started getting in the can and there was black stuff all over her.
Ooh.
And it was the oil.
That's terrible. Yes.
How is the boat that she gets to the oil? How does that save the planet because it's putting pollution back into the air?
Yeah, but it's from the more harmful...
It's putting less pollution than it's taking out at that time because it's feeding up actual oil.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is still putting pollution in the air back. So what also happens, there's not really a good way to clean it, which we're going to show you guys.
We're going to simulate an oil spill and show how difficult it is to clean it and what it does to a bird's feather. And then we're going to have you guys try and help us clean that oil spill up. And you're going to see how difficult it might be. I wouldn't eat it because it is salt water we're using, so it's not a good idea.
Well,
Do an oil spill. And
Here we go. What do you guys think is going to happen?
It's going to scare on the top.
Oh, it's going to float. It's going to spread out.
Yeah.
Spread out.
There's going to be like, when you put,
Sheen, good vocab word. Here we go. There it goes.
Could I say this?
Wow. Look at it go. You can touch it pretty soon.
Looks like a turd. Why is it not all, looks like tadpole.
See, some of the denser oil will sink, while the lighter oil will actually float to the top, as you'll see here.
But see how the oil isn't mixing with the water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Think how hard. We're gonna show you guys. But what if you were a bird and you came upon this oil spill?
You would like get stuck to it.
You would get stuck to it. Yeah. What would happen to your feathers?
You would get all covered.
They get covered. Okay. So here's a bird feather.
Is that real or fake? It will just be like attached to your feather.
All right.
Alright guys, so this is what happens once you dip a bird, once a bird gets exposed to oil.
Okay, so here we go. So here I'm a bird coming in on the oil. Here we go. Swimming, being an innocent bird. Look at it.
It's attracting.
It's attracting, yeah.
Yep.
The oil getting on the feather. How's it going?
Back.
Yeah,
So
so
for the bird.
as you guys can see, once the bird,
See how all the feathers are stuck together and
yeah,
they
they're
can't come
starting to
apart?
clump, which weighs down the bird.
Some of the oil.
See how the oil, once it gets on?
Yeah, but you don't want our wildlife to collect the oil because we never want to cause it.
You should get a giant feather.
And what happens is when they try to clean this oil
And
off,
this
it's
is a
very
lot
toxic.
heavier than it was before, so a bird trying to fly,
Can't
so
fly
heavy
out.
it can't fly away.
And once it tries to clean itself, it will die due to toxic poisoning.
Okay, so now you guys get to try to take the oil out.
So try to help
I
us
want
clean
you
this
guys
oil
to try to
spill.
clean this.
Yeah,
Here's
let's
some
see how you
spoons.
do.
There you go.
Once everybody has a try, step back.
Yeah, once you got to try, step out. Maybe we can all get together and clean it. Anybody want a spoon?
Yeah, can you give me a spoon?
Here we go. It separates more when you try. Yeah, give me a spoon. Anybody else? Spoons? Okay, I'm going to get out of here and you guys can get in and get your dump it out.
Oh, God.
You can't dump it. You couldn't dump out
We
an
need someone who's
ocean.
already gone to get out.
I
So we
could.
can
Alright guys, get out.
See how also we just took all the water out of the ocean? Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Lastly, what are things that you guys could do at your houses and every day in your life to reduce your oil usage and to prevent oil spills?
Yeah, ride a bike.
Yep, ride a bike.
Ride your dog to school.
What about public transportation? What do you guys think about that?
Go on a bus instead of driving your car.
Yep, exactly.
You can ride your bike on a study day.
Exactly, ride your bike every day even. We got teachers at our school that ride their bikes. So, very good guys. So, ride your bike and reduce your oil and stop buying foreign oil.